Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Scope. And now, here are your hosts, Jared, Adam, and Shane.
Hey everybody, welcome to The Scope. It's episode 309. Very, very exciting, and more than being episode 309, it is our holiday episode, everyone. Hanukkah's in the mix, Christmas is in the mix, all the holidays in the mix, and we're going to celebrate it in our own very special way. If you recall, and I'm sure many of you do, a couple of years ago, we did a segment called Scope Dope or Scope Nope, holiday-themed edition. Well, we're doing that again this year, and we'll break it down a little bit later in the show.
Oh.
Wow.
I forgot. I didn't realize it was a couple years ago. Look at that.
Yes, it was
we got a special guest.
Our last show before the pandemic officially took place.
Okay.
Adam bringing in a special guest. No one can see this on the podcast unless you're watching it on YouTube. YouTube.com, Jared. That's where you got to go.
Is it a .com? Did they get the .com?
I think they got the .com or
Okay.
.edu.
Good for them. Good for them.
Adam, tell us about your dog.
Manny's mom's staying with us for a few days, and the dog came with.
I can see a blurry dog in the background. That's very, very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just going to say, it is the holidays. How are we celebrating differently compared to last year, or maybe even 2 years ago when that was kind of the last normal holiday season? Adam, you've got guests at your house. Did you do that last year, or were you on lockdown in 2020?
Yeah, we were all alone last year. So this year, I don't know if I told you guys, I think I did, with Manny's dad got in an accident. So
right.
He's getting out of his rehab facility and right before the holidays. So we'll be up at the cabin with them, with Manny's mom and dad and dog, and Manny's brother and his dog. So, having a nice time,
right.
Hopefully.
What about you, Jared?
So last year it was all virtual. We did a little So my family tradition is Christmas Eve. My mother and her husband and the kids and all the family there get together, and we just do appetizers, right? Everyone does a couple of appetizers. There's not like a structured meal or anything. It's just you kind of graze on whatever's there. So, in order to facilitate that, last year we did a little exchange beforehand. Like around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we swapped, and everyone like parceled out things for people to make, and everyone went back home and they made it. And then we all got on a Zoom call for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and did gifts and ate food. And it was weird, but it was, the best we could do in the times. This year, I don't yet know what's going to happen. We have the invitation from my mom. My brother and sister's family have both confirmed, but there is a bit of a issue with my vaccine status is unknown, or definitely not for some people in my family. And, I just don't know whether or not we're going to risk it. I don't know if people are willing to get tested. It's kind of a weird time. So I honestly don't know what's going to happen on Christmas for us this year.
Right. It's still up in the air. And honestly, it sort of feels like things are getting serious again with this coronavirus.
Yeah. I don't know if you're paying attention to sports, but there's a huge outbreak both in the NBA and the NFL right now.
And the NHL.
And the NHL as well.
Yeah. Panthers and Hurricanes, like 7 canceled games next 2 weeks.
So as much as people want to just pretend it's over, it's not. So
right. Yeah, I think for us, last year we actually went to Carrie's parents and had a very fast gift exchange. We all wore masks, and I think everybody there at that point, I know Carrie was vaccinated at that point, and I think maybe even both of her parents had at least one shot.
Sure.
So we were very quick in and out. Yeah, but for the most part, we sort of spent it at home this year.
And the irony is things were probably not as bad last year as they are now.
No, it would have been okay considering how safe we were at the time.
Yeah.
This year, we're going to sort of do the same thing. It's just going to be a small group. everybody that's going will be, triple shotted. Everybody will have their booster or have had it already. Everybody that's going to be there has been boosted. So that's pretty exciting. And given the latest strain of COVID, it's probably for the best that we are. And then we'll just sort of see how it goes. But it's not going to be quite normal, but it's certainly not going to be last year where it was you were scared to do anything. So I'm pretty excited about that. And hey, we're doing our holiday show right now. So this is a huge part of the fun of the season for me. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Unfortunate timing with the naming. Pie is such a big part of Christmas, and I mean more Thanksgiving, I guess. But after Omicron comes pie.
I know it's the next
That's
thing.
true.
So close.
Maybe they'll skip that one. They did skip a couple of other ones.
Who's doing the marketing for this here virus?
Yeah, it's always a problem.
Yeah.
Hey, before we get into the holiday show, the meat of the show, so to speak, I think we've got some.
Are we eating meat? I don't see any meat in front of me.
Well, you never know. I might have something airdropped into your houses. Let's take care of a little bit of professional football business before we get going. Jared? So, at least as a Vikings fan, Adam, this has been one of the worst years of football I can ever remember.
Oh, come on. Okay, continue. I think you're being hyperbolic, but go ahead.
I think that it's been so painful to watch this team drag every single game out to the last play. It just drives me insane. The Vikings team that is talented enough to easily have a playoff spot locked in, but have pooped their pants a number of times.
Easily? Come on.
I think given what the new playoff
you think they're better than the Rams?
Given what the playoff structure is, I think the Vikings.
I think this team is talented enough if they can manage to field all of the talented people, which they have not really done for any single game this year.
I think bad teams will make the playoffs this year just because there's more.
Just like last year, right?
Yeah, there's more.
The Bears made it last year,
right?
What is the playoff structure there? I'm not even.
It's the same as last year. It's 7 teams, and the top seed gets a bye.
Okay.
So in all of this, the wrinkle is that Adam's team is actually right there as well.
They're not as right there as they were the week before, though.
This is the Jared taunt you, Adam.
They were ahead of the Vikings, and now they're behind the Vikings.
I watched this past weekend, Adam. I watched nearly that entire game, and it was tricky because I hate the Cowboys, but I also don't really want the Vikings to make the playoffs. I want them to tank everything so they clean house, but yet there's always a part of me that wants them to make the playoffs, and that means that your Washington football team needs to lose for the Vikings to make the playoffs. It's a very conflicted
currently
place.
Washington holds the number 7 seed, and the Vikings hold they're in the 8th spot. And then this is according to NFL.com. I don't know if you can trust them.
Yeah. Jared, don't trust them.
I don't know about that.
There's a COVID outbreak. They're hiding it.
There are 5 total 6 and 7 teams. Teams that are 6 and 7.
Yeah.
And then the 49ers are 7 and 6. And then the Rams are 9 and 4. The actual only legitimate, maybe good wild card team. It doesn't matter who gets in on the 7th seed; they're going to lose.
They're going to lose
immediately. So it's like
they're just going to have a lesser draft pick, Adam. That's the story.
Yep.
So are you pleased with your Washington team and what they're doing? Are you surprised? Did you think or this is about what you sort of thought going into the season?
I mean, they made the playoffs at 7 and 9 last year.
Mm-hmm.
They, maybe had a chance to be a better team with a better quarterback situation, but Ryan Fitzpatrick got injured on the 3rd play of the season, and who knows if he actually would have been, an upgrade anyway. But
right.
They're kind of getting it done with Tyler Taylor. Is it Tyler or Taylor Heineke?
Taylor, yeah. I mean, he's doing all right. Some games he's good.
How do you
some games he's bad, but there's a reason why someone doesn't get drafted. Typically there's a reason why some players don't get drafted out of college, and you can argue about what round people get drafted in and stuff, but it's fine. Whatever. They have been beset with injuries. I mean, as all teams have, but again, they did lose their starting quarterback, the opening drive of the season, and they lost their two best defensive players. One of whom,
when you saw that quarterback injury, when it happened that quickly, Adam, did it stun you, or were you just like, this is par for the course with this team?
Yes, until Daniel Snyder sells the team, I only expect bad things to happen to this team, so it's fine.
It's just the karma built
I mean,
into the
kind of like how you feel when the Vikings do good, but they should be losing to improve their draft pick. It's like it's hard to feel good when Washington wins because it's like it's just benefiting one of the top 5 worst owners in sports, the NFL. I don't know how you rank these things, but
they're sort of like the Vikings in the sense that they're rarely exceptional, but they're also rarely really bad to be able to get themselves in a place where they can truly increase their
hold
placement.
on.
Well,
I think Washington has probably one of the worst records over the last.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm projecting the Vikings onto Washington, but yeah, I mean it's sort of stinky when your team is owned by one of the worst owners in all of professional sports, and everybody wants him to go.
Yeah. And the stadium keeps dumping what people keep assuming to be human waste on people.
Does that
it's
keep
happened twice this season. Both times they've been told that they've said no, it was just water and blah blah blah. But
it was
lots
very
of stuff is water.
We would never shit all over our fans.
Right. They're literally shitting on you.
Yep.
Well, let me ask one last question to the two of you, and then we'll move on. Which team is most likely to make the playoffs? Washington football team or Minnesota Vikings? Jared, we'll start with you.
I'm going to say the Vikings, simply because they have a pretty soft schedule coming up. They got to play the Bears twice. They've got to play Detroit again. Well, they do have to play the Packers again.
No, they don't have to play Detroit. They play. They play Detroit. They play the Bears twice. They play the Rams, and then they play the Packers on the road.
Okay.
Adam?
So they lose 2 of those for sure.
Yes, for sure.
You just hope they don't split with the Bears. I mean, they shouldn't, but they also shouldn't have lost to the Lions. So.
Zimmer has a very hard time playing against the Bears, and the game they play against the Bears will be Monday night on the road. It's trouble. It's another trap game. It's an Admiral Akbar.
There's no trap. There's no more trap games at this point.
Jared?
Vikings are in middle of the road, 6-7. It's whatever they can conjure for the rest of the year is what they get.
Adam,
there's no traps.
Jared says Vikings. What do you say?
I think the Vikings, because I agree their schedule is probably a little bit more forgiving. I'm looking at it now. So Bears, Rams. I don't know. That could easily be a 1-3, right?
Yeah.
But Washington plays Dallas one more time. They're going to lose again to them. They play Philly twice. Philly sometimes has looked very good, other times very bad. They could easily lose both of those, maybe split those. And the Giants, they could go 1-3 also.
Looking at
both teams could go 1-3 or 2-2.
So who projects up into that last playoff position if both the Washington football team and the Vikings crap their pants?
It's like the Falcons are there, but they've looked pretty bad. Yeah.
Where are the Saints in all this?
They're sitting there at 6-7.
They're 6-7.
The Eagles are 6-7.
Yeah, I would guess. I mean, if that happens, then the Eagles probably be by virtue of beating Washington once or twice.
Yeah, I don't think you get Washington and the Eagles just because you guys play each other twice. So it's pretty hard to get both teams in that situation.
Yeah, I think it's possible both teams don't make it, but if I had to pick one, I just think the Vikings go 1-3 at the end of the season. I think they beat the Bears once, and I think that they lose the rest of those games. And that's
I'm surprised you give them one. I'm surprised you give them one win.
Yeah, I feel like they'll beat them. They'll beat them one time, probably at home.
Can I share my screen? Do you have that? No, I can't. Okay.
I use Bing. Can allow you to share. Sure.
Oh, good. I want to show you guys something. This is just a great advertisement for Bing. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's
what is
an internet search engine. It gives really good results pretty much all the time.
Are you sure?
It says I can't, so maybe host disabled participant screen sharing. That's fine. Here's what I'm just going to tell you. When you search for Vikings schedule, it comes up like Google does with a little info box. Oh, here, good. Viking schedule share. I'm going to have you set your attention to former players: Stephon Diggs,
Yep.
Sam Bradford, Teddy Bridgewater, Frank Tarkenton, Case Keenum. I mean, he had that one throw, but I don't. This box.
Maybe a couple others that season. But
I mean,
it's not a great representative sample.
Randall Moss, maybe.
Yikes.
Chris Carter. I don't know.
Maybe a little Adrian Peterson.
Adrian
Name
Peterson? 5
more iconic Vikings than Sam Bradford.
Nick Tingelhoff. Why is Sam Bradford even on that list?
Yeah, that one. That's a scratcher.
He didn't even play a whole season.
Oh my goodness. Well, we'll have to see. I mean, it's you got to play the games, right? You got to play the games. You know what game we'll be playing in just a few minutes? We're playing Scope Dope or Scope Nope. We're sampling a whole bunch of holiday-themed foods. Everybody is set up, ready to go, and this is going to be one heck of an event. We've also got Adam filling us in on all of the pop culture events that are coming in the last 2 weeks of the year, so that'll be very exciting. And who knows, maybe more surprises as we go along. So let's take a quick break.
Special guests?
Maybe, or at least off to the side.
Maybe just a hand coming in.
Maybe just a hand. So this is episode 309 of The Scope. We'll be back right after this.
Folks, it's the holiday season. That's the time to give, and give to the max is what you should do to us. We're about to stuff our faces with a bunch of holiday treats for your amusement, and I think that will warrant a financial contribution from you this time of year. You can do that at patreon.com/thescopeshow, where you can pledge some money towards us doing this thing. You think Adam's background blurs itself? No, that costs money. That's resources. That is fossil fuels being burned for your amusement, and that costs money. So please, patreon.com/thescopeshow. Become a patron like Ken did recently. You can email us with your many suggestions on how to improve the show. That's one of the perks.
Imagine if he would have listened back when it was show 1, how much better we've gotten in 300 shows.
The sky's the limit, honestly.
Ken
should have been there from the beginning. So if you want to be like Ken, patreon.com/thescopeshow for more information. I forgot how to do this thing. Hold on.
Hey everybody, we are back. It's episode 309 of the Scope Holiday Edition. It's time for the world famous Scope Dope or Scope Nope Holiday Themed Food Edition. It returns. We took a year hiatus. It was first brought to you in 2019, Jared, for those people that like it that way. And it's back. Here's the thing though, if you're not familiar with what it actually is, let me explain it. So the three of us are going to sample and review a number of holiday-themed foods. Because mashing up holiday flavors with junky junk food is never a bad idea, right, Jared?
Never.
Never. For foods we love, we'll give it a Scope Dope. That's with a D, but for foods that we do, we're not reviewing holiday scoops. But for foods that don't pass the taste test, we'll rate it with a devastating Scope Nope. And I've also got some breaking news, everyone.
Oh my goodness.
Huge news, breaking news. Because we've got so many holiday-themed foods this year, we'll be breaking this segment into 2 parts. Yes, Scope Dope or Scope Nope is now officially supersized. It's so big, we're giving it an additional name. We're calling it the 12 Treats of Christmas. Give or take a few treats. Our next show, we will feature the second part of our holiday-themed treats. But right now, we have got a lot to get to. But before we do that, I wanted to give you all a recap of the treats that we had from 2019. See if any of these ring a bell, and we can talk about if we like them or not. So we did
this in person. Remember that?
Yes, we were all sitting together. I think we were aware of coronavirus at that time. We had heard something about it, but ignorance was bliss at that time.
Definitely ignorant.
We had cinnamon Coke. Remember that?
Okay, yeah.
I don't think we liked it very much.
No.
We had winter spiced cranberry Sprite, which was so good that I had it this year. It seems like it's a regular recurring thing for Sprite. I loved it. I still do. It's good. We had Little Debbie eggnog cake rolls.
I love those.
Jared loved them.
I think. Sounds good.
We had sugar cookie toast crunch.
Okay.
That was decent. And then we got to the dark treats, the Elf on the Shelf hot cocoa cake bites and the Elf on the Shelf Christmas cake bites. We did not like those. Those were the Walmart exclusive. They were kind of like really cheap Little Debbie's. We did not like that at all. And then the final thing we had was the Merry Mashup Mountain Dew. I don't remember. I think it was cranberry flavored. I don't think it made quite as much of an impression.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
So let's compare that with our food list for part 1. I'm going to throw this out to you guys. Should I read them all, or should we just go one at a time and surprise everyone as we go along?
I think I like surprises. It's like Christmas morning.
All right. We're doing one at a time then. So let's start with this. I'm going to show it to the camera. Tootsie Pops Candy Cane Edition. So this is your standard candy cane flavor surrounding a delicious Tootsie Pop chocolatey center, and we are gonna eat these in real time, one lick at a time, and we're gonna be here for about 4 hours.
It only takes 3.
Only
I don't have
takes 3.
autofocus. You can see a blurry version of it right there.
There it is, right there. My special guest, my wife, is sitting next to me, but she's not gonna be eating anything.
My
there's
wife,
her head right there.
My wife decided to partake. She didn't tell me anything other than the one I mentioned to you guys.
Okay.
So she didn't try to spoil anything. But I noticed she did not open this bag.
Oh, so she didn't try this. So let's.
I'm having a hard time opening this one. That's
These are not as easy to open as
no.
Pops should be. What the heck?
It's like a cellophane. It has got a
ASMR.
It's deliciously white, and then it's got a typical red candy stripe through it that would look almost like a cherry Tootsie Roll Pop.
How am I supposed to get into this thing? What the heck?
Jared, you sort of unwrap it and slide it down. Unwrap it and slide it down the stick.
I want to point out
get it to untwist.
this dog left. And then the food I started opening the food and then he came right back. What a nice dog.
Jared has never had a lolly before. Adam and
this
I are
doesn't
in.
open as nicely as a Tootsie
Okay.
Pop does. All right,
It tastes like a candy cane on the outside. So that's
In all the best ways, actually. It's not.
Wait,
I don't
how
find
are we?
it overpowering.
What scoring system are we using for this?
Scope nope or scope dope.
Okay.
It's either a dope or a nope. Carrie, she gives it a thumbs up, which is not the system.
so far it's a dope, but we have got to get through the entire experience here.
Yep.
We're just gonna be like 20 minutes of us just licking this. This is
We're gonna bite into these?
At some point, we're going to have to, or
I'm
it's
just
going to be
gonna
a
do it.
very long show.
I'm gonna break the seal.
Listen, this is the sound of Adam's forehead.
Eat that like that.
This is what I tell you guys, by the way.
I'm like Clark Griswold eating that dry turkey.
I'm a serious Grinch when it comes to lots of Christmas things, specifically music.
Yep.
Candy canes, like this, like normal candy canes. I don't like them. You know the fruit candy canes? That's where it's at.
Like a Jolly Rancher one or a Starburst.
This is proving resilient, and I refuse to break.
I'm not chewing. I'm not biting into it because I'm already giving it a scope.
I'm pretty
note.
far in.
Look at it. Adam is like Beaver over there.
I want to get this over with. This one. I want to get to the good stuff. You started us. You did the right thing. Started us off bad. Problem is, this is gonna be stuck in our teeth.
I'm not
gonna taint everything else.
I'm not chewing. I'm not biting into it anymore. I got sensitive teeth. I like it, and I'm sure that I will continue to eat it. Carrie, you give it a thumbs up.
I don't like it.
Okay. So here, let me
the scope dope from me.
I'm gonna make my grid.
I'm not 100% sure how because there's Tootsie roll in here, right? Like the chocolate center.
A typical, yeah.
Okay.
Tastes really good with wine.
I'm gonna come back to it.
Carrie says tastes good with wine.
Well,
Well, there's your pairing suggestion for the show. Any particular wine, Carrie?
Any particular wine, Carrie?
Oh, this is from Argentina.
Argentinian wine pairs perfectly with it.
Is it a red, a white, rosé?
It's a white. It's a white.
It's a white. My
Jared,
white.
you're, for now, you're saying yes.
For now, until I get to the, I preserve the option to reserve the option to nope it, but for now it's a dope.
Yeah, I'm giving it a
I'm
dope.
a nope, and I'm not coming back to it.
Okay, Adam's done with it. So right now it's looking like it's 2-1, with our special guest giving a third vote.
Who doesn't like it?
Adam is not a fan, but Adam doesn't like regular candy canes. So let's stay in the Tootsie Roll family. Adam, I don't think that you have these. You were not able to locate them, so this is just going to be Jared and me. We're moving on to the Tootsie Roll Snowball.
No, I have these.
What does that look like?
Oh, Tootsie Roll Snowball. So
They look
these
like
I don't have,
snowballs.
I don't have packages. You just said give me samples. So it's the little snowballs in this package here? All right.
Yes, these are candy-coated Tootsie Roll Snowballs. So my guess is it's not going to be anything that's surprising in terms of flavor. It's just going to be the presentation. Let's give it a go. So just to describe this, it's almost like a bumpy candy coating with just a drop of Tootsie Roll. They look like
What
they'd
does
be
the
very
outside
hard.
taste like?
Just like sugar.
Yeah, the coating, it's not like a coating that you would have on like an M&M. It's less than that.
Yeah, but it had a flavor, or maybe it's just residual candy cane from
Yeah, I don't think it did. I just think it was sort of a light
it was
sugar.
it was more of a textural thing.
Oh.
Okay.
Hmm.
I might need one more.
Jared's going in for number 2.
Sample the flavor.
What do you say?
Yeah, it's pretty much just like a sugar coating.
Yeah.
I'm just getting sugar off of it.
It's like instead of tasting a Tootsie Roll immediately, you have to slightly chew it, and then it just tastes like a Tootsie Roll.
I'll start this off. I'm going to give it a nope. I don't like how that weird, bumpy, sugary coating kind of mix into the Tootsie Roll. Initially, I was like, oh, I kind of like this. But then once you're sort of working through it, it's not it's not terrible. It's a very light nope. But it's not something that I would want to have to fill my stocking with. This type of candy. There are other candies that I would like. Adam, we'll go to you.
Yeah, as far as since we have a binary system here,
Binary.
classic Ebert and Siskel, I would not recommend this. There's much better candy out there. Like the world's falling apart, and this is what our corporations are spending their time and money on. It's like pretty disappointing.
I think you're limited by supply chain in this case. You're putting together ingredients you have on hand at this point, right? I'm going to be contrarian. I'm going to give this a dope. I like it.
Jared gives it a dope.
I think it's going to greatly matter what your feelings are about a classic Tootsie Roll. I think it's a nice soft Tootsie Roll, and I like the crunch of the outer shell. I don't mind it. It's not a strong dope, but it's definitely in the positive for me.
Nobody's loving it or hating it. But I do agree with you. Like I do like the shape. Like you don't normally get a Tootsie Roll in a ball form. And it is a soft Tootsie Roll. It's not like an old Tootsie Roll. It seems very fresh.
Actually, you get it in this ball form.
Yeah, but that's different, Adam. By the time you get to it, it's not
Tootsie
in
Roll
that ball.
Defenders. You're like the worst human beings. You guys are basically like, I don't know, QAnon.
It split it. My vote, my friend. Well, let's go on to the next one. This is actually, looking at the package, this is another Tootsie product. I did not realize that. This time we're dealing with dots. Christmas dots, that is. There's 2 flavors.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that Tootsie made dots. Okay.
Yes. So the flavors, the Christmas flavors here are cherry,
red and green,
cherry vanilla, and lime vanilla. So to show what they look like, you can see the dot is split in half.
Okay.
Half like a creamy look.
Whoa.
Thank you, Adam. And then
green,
half a typical normal dot. And
it's got a little dime bag here.
I'm not a huge dot aficionado, so I don't know if if lime is a standard dot flavor or not. Carrie
I still
says
like
yes.
dots quite a bit, but they
When you were
get
4?
stuck in your teeth. So are we going on a certain flavor here?
I'm doing lime first.
Okay.
I'm doing lime first.
Oh, okay. Heavy lime flavor definitely is a regular dot flavor. I've had this dot flavor before.
It also tastes like those like granulated sugar candies you get. Where it like kind of looks like a slice of a lime.
Yep.
Like,
Except not so
lime.
Doesn't have that gross sugar on the outside.
You mean the best part about that candy?
Yeah. So this,
I'm getting almost no cream flavor from
yeah,
this at all.
this tastes like a standard dot. Are we correct? Do we have an
Yeah.
agreement?
Oh,
Agreed.
I'm going on to the delicious cherry version.
do you like maraschino cherries?
Mm-hmm.
I don't love them. Mm.
I already hate them,
Mm.
and that one tastes awful.
Oh, it even tastes like sort of, yeah, it does sort of taste like fake cherry.
Like fake. It tastes like medicine. It tastes
Mhm.
like cherry flavored medicine.
Okay, I'm writing my vote down on my list here. Carrie, what do you say? She gives it 2 thumbs up.
I love dots, though.
She loves dots.
Oh my goodness.
I give it a scope nope. I mean, if I'm going to get dots, I'm going to get a box of dots that has multiple flavors. And I was really hoping that we would get a stronger vanilla taste to this. If you're going to do something different, don't make it just cosmetic. Jared, what do you say?
I'm gonna agree. It's also a nope, not because it's bad, but I didn't get any vanilla cream flavor from either one of them, and I don't think this elevates it over a standard dot. And for that, I can't give it a passing score because it's just like any other dot. So if you like dots, you're gonna like these, but they're not doing anything special for the holidays.
They are
That's
not.
all I'm saying.
There's so
Adam?
much better candy out there in the world.
You love
I
this,
don't
right,
understand.
Adam?
Oh my goodness. I'm not doing this just to be like a pain. It's just
No.
like, come on, let's
I like your
let's
harsh
step up our
criticism.
game, people. You know, if
Okay.
Christmas is important to you,
Okay, so I'm
Prove
gonna.
I'm back to the
We've
Tootsie
given this
I'm enjoying that between
a
bites.
3 scope nopes and a sidebar dope on that side. Sidebar dope. I'm gonna write that down. Sidebar dope. Question.
my favorite part of,
Yeah.
of the Scope Show is when Shane says, "I'm going to write that down."
It's a recurring theme.
It's a drinking game that we have going.
Do we want to stay in the candy family or do we want to move to a baked good? I'm going to give you that. We've had a lot of candy in a row. Do we want to just keep on that, or do we want to try something different?
I feel like we need to get something baked in there.
Okay,
Kinda mix it up a little bit.
So we'll do it. And I don't think Adam got these.
Right. The
Mm.
next 2, I think the 2 baked items from this, I do not have. if
That's
you're
too
gonna
bad. So this one I'm really excited about.
Mm-hmm.
It is Oreo gingerbread. And Jared, just open that bag and take a whiff of those. I mean, this smells legit.
Let me tell you, if you're watching this and you're like, I want to try to get those,
I can smell it through the bag.
Yes, it's a very,
Oh,
very
my
strong
goodness.
gingerbread.
good
Yep.
luck finding these. Hy-Vees, nope. Cubs, nope. Targets, I had to go to downtown Minneapolis. That's not happening.
Quick
sorry.
sidebar, Shane. We have breaking news on what we were supposed to be getting a Hy-V in Bloomington.
Yes, I just heard about that too.
It's not happening right now.
Not happening. The Hy-V that was going to destroy the carcass of our Toys R Us.
You know what, guys? I'm sorry to hear that. They do sometimes have Wahlburgers in them. So
I know.
you could have gone to.
I've eaten it. Had Wahlburgers at the Hy-V in.
Are we
Shocker.
are we just biting through?
Yes. So describe this, Jared.
No split.
Quick, describe this.
I mean, it's your standard Oreo.
Yeah. But look on the back. It says it's got a special Oreo pattern that says Oreo
Oreos
Joy.
for Santa. Mine says Oreos for Santa.
Oh, mine says
There's
Oreo.
different patterns.
Yeah,
There's different
Carrie's got-
to pick.
Carrie has yours. Well, let's take a bite. It's got.
And I also have a Christmas tree one, a gingerbread house one, and
Wow.
it looks like a gingerbread man one.
I'm really
There's lots of different options.
Well, let's
So we're
give
just
this a bite.
going biting through stem to stern, huh? All right.
Mm-hmm. It does not hide from the gingerbread flavor, does it?
Mm-mm.
But it's not. It doesn't have that like
Mm.
super spicy ginger. It's a mellow ginger, but it's thorough. I like
Is
it.
there any
I
notes
like
on the flavor of the cream?
No, let's just open it up and.
I meant just a package mention anything.
Well, I feel like the cream is a gingerbread cream.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on there. I can see
Mhm.
little red specks.
It just says gingerbread flavored cookie. Cream with crunchy sugar crystals. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This is a winner.
I don't
This
think
is
we
a
need to
win.
deliberate. This is 100%.
This is a winner.
dope.
Adam,
This is
you're
dope
missing
all
out.
the way.
Hey, I went to 3 stores to find it. I
That's a winner.
believe it.
I'm going to finish those later. Without a doubt.
Adam, I would have shared them with you if you wanted to meet up somewhere, but you wanted to
Love
do
it.
it yourself. All right. Well, let's go on to the other item that Adam did not locate. And this is actually...
didn't try.
This is going to be
I was misinformed about even the location of this. I was lied to.
This is going to be
Those
interesting.
4 little retailers they're all the same, right?
Right.
Hmm.
IKEA toffees. These are the IKEA Vintersaga
Is that these
toffees.
little jobbers here?
Yep. There's 3 different naturally flavored toffees. We've got a mulled wine, a raspberry and mint, and gingerbread. Jared, I think we saved the gingerbread to last because we've got a heavy gingerbread flavor in our mouth.
How do I know which is which?
So we're going to
interesting.
We're going to.
So if I'm looking from this side, it looks like I only have like 2, but if I switch it around, there's clearly 3 different color tones going on here.
So
one of these is
you
like
want
a
to
half
take
and half job.
Carrie suggests we do the mulled wine first, and that is the all red one.
I think I just have 1 of those. Oh, maybe I have 2. Okay, mulled wine.
So here it is, right here. You can see it. It just
I'm
looks
not
like
getting any notes through the wrapper.
I've never. Have you ever had mulled wine, Adam?
Yeah, it's gross.
I've never had it. I don't know if I'm going to eat this whole thing. It seems, number one, it seems firm. It's very
Is it
firm.
mulled wine, the kind that they have at what's the Knights thing?
Star Wars?
No, the real Knights. The acting thing with the Knights.
Medieval
that
times.
fight-
Medieval times?
Medieval times. Is that mulled wine?
Sounds right. Okay, so number one, this is very firm,
Mm-hmm.
very firm toffee. Carrie's making a stink face. I took a half a bite, and it's going to stick in my teeth forever.
What are the other flavors?
Oh, we got some good ones. Mint and raspberry, and then a gingerbread.
Okay.
Did I hear an audible gasp?
Yes, Carrie laughed when I said mint and raspberry.
Oh.
Well, I don't know what mulled wine tastes like, but this doesn't really taste like anything to me. It's just like an indistinguishable.
Hmm. I'm trying to extract some flavor and see if I got any tasting notes at all. And I'm not getting a lot of it. I mean, there's flavor there, but it's sort of indistinct.
Carrie's literally waving her hand in front of her mouth saying, not good. You didn't go on to the next one yet, did you?
I don't know about that one.
Okay, well, we have to rate these all together.
Okay.
I'm actually not going to eat this. I'm going to go off camera and spit it out.
What score are you giving this?
Okay, we're going on to the mint and raspberry. I've never had mint and raspberry together. It looks like a lighter version of the mulled wine, but with a white stripe. Jared's drinking water. I will do the same.
Trying to cleanse my palate from the mulled wine. See if I get any note.
I actually, the thing about that is
okay.
It didn't really have a strong flavor of anything. It was just sort of weird.
Yeah. I didn't dislike it, but
Smelling this, there's definitely mint.
there's a mint there, yeah.
Okay.
Going in.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
A little softer.
This is totally weird, Adam.
Mm.
So you've got the toffee, which is still firm, but the mint on the inside is a totally different thing. It's like
a nougat.
softer. It's like a nougat.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Adam was just there in
Adam
the dark.
Looks like he's an extra in Drive or Driver or whatever. It's like very moody.
It was much better.
It's much better, but it's still weird.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually chew it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll come back to finish that one.
Okay, yeah.
Just got a little pile of.
All right, now we're going
treats over
to
here.
gingerbread.
I'm assuming this light tan one is tan like Obama's suit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're doing
This is
both
gingerbread,
episodes
you say?
tonight.
So I gotta eat more.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm taking a bite.
Hold on.
It's just sort of tan. Oh, this is firm.
Everything is firm.
This is firm. Ooh, boy.
We got to describe it, Carrie, for the audience at home who cannot see us.
Yeah, we got to describe it, honey.
Okay. Okay. I'm coming inside saddle on this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's anything like gingerbread.
Okay.
It tastes like caramel.
Carrie's not.
I got to lever it off.
Ooh,
Carrie's not getting any gingerbread.
ooh.
I'm getting a ginger.
I'm in there.
There's like a hint of spicy ginger, but it's not necessarily gingerbread. And I really do feel like Clark Griswold eating the turkey in Christmas Vacation when I eat this toffee. That's what it's like.
So I got some gingerbread.
Yeah, it's more, to me, it's more ginger.
I'm not even getting. I mean, okay. I just got the ginger.
Yeah.
I would like it to be a little more spiced than it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not bad. It's no gingerbread Oreo.
No. I can't believe I'm saying this, but the raspberry mint is the best one of these.
Clearly.
Probably because it's not destroying our teeth.
I mean, there's that. This is the sort of thing you're just going to like put this between your cheek and gum and hop on your horse and like ride the ranch for a couple hours. It'll last you. Give you a little flavor boost throughout the day. It's not
Carrie?
one you're going to eat quickly.
No. Carrie gives thumbs down. I give it a scope. Nope. Jared?
I agree. Scope nope.
If we would have only had the raspberry mint, would it be a scope
It'd be a dope. I think the raspberry mint's a winner, but
I don't
one
know
out
if
of three doesn't put you over the top.
I don't even know if I think that it was better because the other two were so terrible.
Very possible. Little
Okay.
recency bias.
I gotta spit this thing out. I don't want to eat anymore.
Shane doesn't want to spit out candy on a plate here.
Okay. Adam, you're back in the mix. We've got three more
thank God.
things.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to a candy that is, I think, brand new for this year. Let me find the bag. It is a M&M flavor called a sugar cookie. You see the saucy red M&M on the package. The M&Ms themselves they almost look like Skittles, to be honest with you. They sort of they're sort of like a plain M&M, but a Skittles girth. They come
they're fatty.
in red, white, and
fatties.
green.
They have a
Adam,
smell
what
to
do
them.
what do they smell like, Adam?
They smell vaguely like sugar cookies.
They smell like sugar cookies. I'm gonna have to put two in my mouth. At the
Oh
same
yeah,
time.
if you like, I mean, I don't
Smell
know
the bag?
if this works
Smell the
with your bag, Jared, but
Oh yes,
My
I
bag
can
is mixed with the Tootsie Balls too, so I'm getting a little cross pollination here.
okay,
That's
these
all
all should be the same. Even
It
though they're
smells like
different
sugar
colors.
cookie. Let's go in.
right. I'm putting one of each flavor in.
Surprising texture.
So immediately, I thought it was going to be like a white chocolate.
Mm.
It is not.
This is interesting.
So the
No, I
picture
think
shows
there's
like
There's definitely white chocolate in here.
yep. So the picture shows a M&M candy coating with a white chocolate inner coating, and then on the inside of that, a cookie.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
If you bite it in half,
Yeah.
You can see it.
that's vaguely what it looks like.
So it's like similar to like a crispy M&M, that sort
Right.
of thing, where it's not.
Right.
It's more like a baked. It's actually more like a baked good inside of a M&M. Thank you, Jared.
Nobody can see it. It's blurry. Okay.
Well, I'm giving that a scope dope. I wouldn't eat it all year round, but surprised me for what it was.
Yeah.
I just thought it was going to be a white chocolate that tastes like sugar cookie because that seems to be the thing to do. Sugar cookie is a flavor, like birthday cake now that you find in.
You weren't expecting the
No, I guess.
textural.
I mean, I guess if I would have just looked at the package, but hey, I'm giving it a scope dope. Carrie, what do you say? Carrie does not like it. Thumbs down.
Wow. How is this marriage holding together?
I don't know how we're staying together, but we're gonna have words later. Adam, you had to sit out for 2 rounds. You're in. I
Yeah.
mean, you seem really struggling with this.
Like, I'd say in the pantheon of M&Ms,
Mm-hmm.
they're not like a top 5.
No,
Agreed.
that's fair.
Compared to everything else we've had today, it's amazing.
But is that enough to get the coveted Scope Dope Award?
I don't like
Considering.
white chocolate. That's the problem.
Yeah. You're not wrong there.
Jared, you go first.
I'm going to give it a soft scope dope simply because I think it does fit the holiday theme well. But it's not one I'm going to want to eat a lot of. Like a regular M&M, a peanut M&M, a peanut butter M&M, even
You're
an
not-
almond M&M.
This isn't a hand.
I'm going to eat
hand
those
over
hand
fist.
over fist. I'm just going to pound those until they're gone, which is why I don't ever have them in my house. These I would want a few and I'd be done with them.
Yeah,
But they're
that's
nice
okay.
to have
That's
for that
okay, though,
moment.
isn't it?
That's okay. I think that's perfectly fine. I mean, you've got other treats to eat too, like this Tootsie Pop.
Adam?
I am basically in the same spot Jared is. I would softly recommend them, but
Okay.
then I'd also say you could have peanut butter M&Ms or peanut M&Ms or
They are
plain
available
M&Ms
year-round.
or pretzel M&Ms or coffee
Ah,
M&Ms.
Forgot about
This
the pretzel
is not
ones.
replacing the classic M&Ms, but
I
maybe
understand,
maybe
but
that's
it's still-
that's the thing though.
Yeah.
I think Adam's right. He's thinking even as a seasonal treat, the other M&Ms would still win out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess
You're not
what,
wrong.
guys? We've had like 6 different treats, and now it's time to wash it down with some holiday-themed alcoholic beverages.
Oh my, here we go.
I saw this on TV, or I don't even know where I saw it. Maybe it was on the internet. But our friends over at Bud Light, they have a special,
Not a sponsor.
They have a special ugly sweater pack for their Bud Light seltzer. I've never had a Bud Light seltzer at all. They're advertising like crazy. But there's 4 flavors, and we're going to sample 2 of them in this show. We're going to start with probably the most traditional of the bunch, Bud Light Cranberry.
Cranberry.
So are you?
I'm not getting anything on the nose right away. Do I need to open it first?
You
You got to
shake
open
it
it,
real.
Jared. Open it first. Let me ask this, Adam. You are the youngest of us. Do you get into? Are you into this alcoholic seltzer fad?
Here's the thing. I don't like Bud Lights. That
Mhm.
doesn't really matter for this. I don't like seltzers. I don't like hard seltzers. I don't like cranberries.
Oh my goodness! You don't like any aspect of this.
No, but I'm willing to try. I would love it if I
Ooh.
found a beverage like this that I could enjoy. That's not like hard cider. I'm
going to tell you the smell immediately smells like cranberry juice.
It
Like
smells
if
good.
It doesn't smell alcoholic. It smells like
No.
like cranberry juice that you would buy in
Yep.
the store.
I like
and
how it
I-
smells.
I don't know. I like
And
the
it's
initial scent burst
It's
when I
clear.
opened the can. I enjoyed quite a bit.
Yeah, and look at it.
I'm not enjoying the smell as much now.
Look at this, Adam. Minnesota State Fair cups. That's how Minnesotan we are here. Okay.
I'm going right from the can.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I'm sharing it here. Okay. Taking a sip. Let's go. Ooh.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of.
I have to remind myself that seltzers are not super flavorful.
I thought it was going to be sweeter than this.
It's kind of nice.
It's a seltzer.
I'm.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
like it's not as like biting as some seltzers are. You know, some
Yeah.
seltzers it's like they like are like stinging almost.
It's a light.
Yeah, I
I don't mind that.
maybe my expectations were so low, but
Yeah.
I might drink this while we record. I might drink the whole
he's
thing.
keeping it. So
I think maybe Adam, let's see if you're in the same boat as me. I think the Bud Light brand threw me a little bit. Like I'm
Yeah.
expecting it to be Bud Light flavored, but also cranberry. But it's not that. Bud Light's just the brand. It's still just a seltzer at heart.
Yeah, they should have well, it's like ironically it's Bud Light, but it should be like, you know, Buddy Lee or something, and you know, their seltzer brand.
but they're leaning hard on people that like Bud Light might buy this, but it's sort of a catch-22 because people that don't like Bud Light might avoid it
I don't know.
altogether.
This feels like it's just irony that's selling this, right? This
Sure.
doesn't feel like it's appealing to any particular brand.
I mean, Bud Light is like one of the number 1 beers in America, and seltzers are super hot. So Bud Light
Yeah.
seltzer. I mean, it kind of sells itself.
All right.
Does
so,
do your guys say seltzer season, but you know it's SZN on the side?
Oh.
Seltzer season.
Yeah. I'm going to
Okay,
say this though, on my 5th or 6th sip, I don't like it as much.
well, my household will start it off. We're both scope nopes on this. I don't really like it. I was expecting it to be a little sweeter and less like sparkling, like a flavored sparkling water.
But that's
Well,
what a
but
seltzer
that's what it is.
Yeah, but I thought that it was a little sweeter than that.
You
But-
thought it would be Sprite.
No, I thought it would be like the regular seltzers, the New York or whatever seltzer that with those little bottles.
In those short bottles?
Yes. That's what I thought it would be like.
Are you 75? Okay,
Heart wants what it wants.
I'm gonna say I like it.
Adam gives it a scope dope. Jared? He's going back for another sip.
I'm not mad at it. I'm going to give it a dope as well.
Okay. All right. So
But this
interesting.
is we're a strong seltzer house. Like we get bubbly deliveries on the regular here, so we're
Is bubbly is bubbly considered a seltzer? I just thought it was
Yeah.
considered a flavored water.
No, that's a seltzer.
it's a fizzy water.
Yeah,
it's like
it's
your LaCroix.
carbonated.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's bubbly, Shane. You don't have flat water called bubbly.
Yeah,
It's right
but
there in the name.
Ugh. Well, let's go on to our second seltzer of the night.
This one I'm
This
very
is
unsure about.
the weird one. This is Bud Light seltzer nog. So I'm assuming this is an eggnog.
So
crack.
what would be the thing in the ingredients that's nog-ish? It's just artificial flavors that.
It's got to be artificial flavors. Yep. So I'm cracking it out. I do like that the tabs on the top match the color scheme. I think that's good. Let's crack it open. Let's give it a whiff.
Oh, this has the nog has stevia leaf extract in it.
Oh, okay. I'm smelling it.
Smells
Ooh,
like
boy.
cinnamon.
There's
Cinnamon,
a
or
cinnamon,
something?
and
Right?
there is almost like
Nutmeg.
there's
Nutmeg.
almost like a creamy smell to it.
I am getting traditional eggnog scent out of it
That is
for
weird.
what that's worth.
That
I'm
is
not a
weird.
big eggnog person, so this will be
No.
interesting.
Smells
So I'm
kind of nice.
I'm giving Carrie.
Smells kind of like a Christmas candle.
Yeah,
That's exactly it. A Christmas candle. Okay.
I think that's the
Oh,
malted
good
rice
Lord.
coming through.
Oh no, Adam just got hit in the gut with this.
No, okay.
Okay. Carrie is looking.
I'm
Jared,
say
take a sip.
the
Mazel tov.
aftertaste is all okay. This one kind of had a more of a sharp
Oh, it's weird.
seltzeriness.
I
It's
actually,
weird.
I feel like it's
That's a
mellower.
subtle one.
I think feel like it's mellower than the cranberry.
Oh, I just got the aftertaste.
Brandy in there.
No. That the I think the
It's
initial
strange.
flavor is it's mellow and decent and a good representation of eggnog. It does not finish well.
I gotta fix this with some cranberry.
Ugh. I don't like that either. Ugh. Ugh.
It's still good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that initial taste is fine, and then you get hit with that aftertaste on the back of the tongue, and I am not a fan of that. No. Oh, there it is. No. Again, the cranberry remedy, just like Adam.
If there was brandy and it would be tolerable.
Carrie says if there's brandy, it's tolerable. Brandy in it.
But what is Bud Light seltzer?
No, I don't like either of these seltzers.
Oh.
Jared, nope.
I'm a nope on this one.
Nope.
Dog.
Adam, nope.
That's a no for me,
All
dog.
right. Wow. Well, definitely a lot less to love in 2021, but boy, what a fun trip it was. I'm trying to see if there's anything here that we're universal, and the only thing that we all agreed on, except for Carrie, but she doesn't count because she's not an official member of the show, is the sugar cookie M&Ms.
Well, you guys both liked the Oreos. And,
This is the winner here.
Yes,
I
the
assume
The
I
Oreos are the
would've-
winner. 100%.
gingerbread Oreos, by far the best thing we had tonight.
Yeah,
Not
I
even
assume I would have
close.
liked that a lot.
Yeah, not even
Not
close.
even
They
close.
nailed it out of the
The
park.
M&Ms are a decent, distant number 2, I would
Right.
say.
I'm circling that. I think it doesn't hurt Oreo is the fact that they're just doing another cookie in Oreo form. You know, they're staying in the same family. They're not deviating too much.
And Oreos they have an awful lot of different
Right.
varieties of flavors, and so they
I
have
will
the
say, I had
I
technology.
think their first
They have the
rodeo.
technology to do a seasonal flavored Oreo.
I had
with great
key
success.
lime Oreo a couple years ago. Not good. So
Yeah.
they can miss the mark too.
That's fair.
I love the lemon Oreo. That's one of my favorites. I like that quite a bit. But tastes like a Girl Scout cookie. Well, here we go, guys. Part 1 of Scope Dope or Scope Nope Holiday Edition. We've done it. But guess what? There's more to come in just 1 week. Will we recover? Will there be more seltzer? I think the answer is yes. There's no suspense. We will make it, and we will do it, and it will be fantastic. Thank you. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more of Scope 309 in our holiday show right after this.
Can I say something?
Yes, go ahead quickly.
Screw you, Ken Friel. Just kidding, love you.
Wow, strong words.
Very strong. Will he hear that? We don't know. We'll be back.
There's more of the scope dead ahead.
Under the scope.
Hey, either riff or edit this because I have to go blow my nose.
All right.
Hey, everybody.
He's out. He's out.
He literally left. We have never done this.
That's
ever.
okay. We got time.
We can do this. We can riff. We can fill time. There's no doubt about it.
You know what? I just had another sip of that eggnog one.
Oh, you're coming back to it.
I'm. This whole thing's gonna get finished. I mean, I'm not gonna throw it out.
I'm gonna take a sip of that eggnog with you. How about that? Let me take another sip.
Oh, I took another one. I don't know. I think it
so
only
weird.
works in. It's
It's
two back to
weird
back
because
doesn't work.
you think it's like it's like there's like a creaminess to it. I don't know how to explain it.
So I think what helps is I had this as a base, the Tootsie Pop. So I got that. I got a little candy cane base in the mouth, and now I'll go for the nog.
You're back at them.
Yeah, that's so much better. This is
Food
the pairing.
hacks.
This is the pairing. This helps
take
cut this.
A lollipop and the
Not
seltzer.
the specifically the Tootsie Pop candy cane one.
Okay, I'm going to try that, and then we're going to go to news.
I'm just saying. I'm saying that it tempers it.
Coming soon. Okay.
New York Seltzer sweet. That's what I was expecting. New York Seltzer.
That's an outlier because most seltzers are not sweet.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
All right.
All right,
Adam, what do we got? What is
So-
there anything coming in this week? I mean, we're bumping right up against Christmas here.
Yes, three movies at least.
Okay, let's do it.
yeah.
Now, last week was Spider-Man. Do you guys see it already?
At the time of this release, we will have seen it.
Okay.
Early reviews, actually, the big reviews are out and they're very, very positive. So
This week, since today this drops on the 20th, we've got actually 3 big movies. For The Matrix Resurrections, so you can see that in the theater or at home.
Keanu Reeves making the rounds on the
Keanu
chat,
making the rounds. Yes, did you see him shitting on NFTs? I thought that was pretty funny.
I saw that laugh. It was hilarious, and he's right. He's 100% right.
Of course. Sing 2.
The soundtrack
to
by
that.
U2. There's a new U2 song in that movie that popped up in my Spotify playlist.
Interesting. And the third in the Kingsman series of movies,
The King's Man.
The King's Man, a prequel. Very bad reviews so far.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
That's a bummer.
Really? I like the first 2. Yeah, I like the first 2. This one currently...
I like most of the first one. I didn't like most of the second one. And I had hopes for this one, but that's disappointing that the reviews are bad. I thought it was coming out in February for some reason.
No, 40% right now on Rotten Tomatoes.
Not good.
Not great.
It's not good.
So that's this. So that's okay. So this is weird. So that's Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then there are movies coming out on this weekend, but I have not heard any of them. But
This is all
except for not the Coen brothers, because only the one Coen brother has the tragedy of Macbeth.
Didn't one of them? He said he's done making films.
Oh, yeah,
Joel
or
or Ethan?
This is a Joel movie. This is the one that's married to what's her face.
Frances McDormand.
Yeah, Frances McDormand.
Who's one of our greatest actors of all time.
So it's an Apple TV Plus movie. It stars Denzel Washington. So the weird thing is the other movie coming out on the weekend is directed by Denzel Washington, A Journal for Jordan, which stars Michael B. Jordan. It's based on a true story about a military officer in Iraq, and I'm not sure what happens after that. So there you go. That's what comes out in the movie theaters.
Okay.
Let's see for albums.
Sing
Nick
2
Cave
soundtrack from YouTube.
Yeah, Nick Cave and Warren Ellis have an album together.
Wow. I mean, we've been waiting for that one for years.
The comic book writer Warren Ellis.
Oh yeah, the comic book writer Warren Ellis.
I didn't know he does music.
Why are you surprised, Jared?
I don't know. I didn't know
threat.
he did. I didn't know he did music.
No, it is a different Warren Ellis. He's an Australian musician and composer. But his name is Warren Ellis, and he has a giant beard, so could easily be the other Warren Ellis.
It's not like it couldn't be him.
Right. And video games. You know what happens at the end of the year with video games, guys?
It's all weird Japanese things with super long names?
Oh, even less. There's nothing.
Nothing, because they're all out.
Yep.
Nothing.
Halo was the last big game.
Everything's out or it's been delayed, right?
Right. And
Yep.
I loaded up Halo on my machine, and I have yet to play it.
Well, that's generally how it works, right?
Yeah, normally. That's exactly how it is. Well, Adam, thank you so much. That is quite a list, and you put a lot of work into it. I can sense that for sure. Let's wrap it up.
What?
Yep.
Under the scope.
Hey, Jared. Hey, Jared.
Just priming the pump.
Jared.
Yeah.
It's your time to shine, finally.
Well, my time to shine has become Ken's time to shine. Because Ken, as I mentioned in the Patreon spot, he's got thoughts. He's got opinions.
Okay.
He's willing to share. He hasn't been yet burned out by the machine that is the comment pipeline to the scope, wherein a lot of longtime listeners have fed that pipeline to the bitter end, and they've been spent. They've got nothing left to contribute. But Ken,
They
he's
let it
fresh.
go. Yeah.
Ken is fresh. He's just now coming into his own, and he's got thoughts.
Okay, well,
Near the end of episode 307, Shane slyly utters, "Screw you, Ken." Do you recall this moment? Do you recall it?
I don't know if I recall, but
Okay.
he did play it
I-
back to me like 5 times.
I had to rewind it a few times to confirm he disparaged a listener. I'm not sure what provoked the hostility, but believe an apology is in order, both for the attack and for refusing to give Adam an ounce of gravy on Thanksgiving. Giving is in quotes for you listeners. I hope his heart grows as we move closer to Christmas. So here we are, Christmas week episode. Shane, has your heart grown?
No, it's gotten smaller, actually.
Has it?
Yeah, and mostly because of that eggnog seltzer.
Oh, yeah, it does have a
And-
reduction effect
yeah.
on the old heart.
And that IKEA mulled wine toffee.
Toffee.
I think that's clogged up my arteries.
Well, I mean, Ken, all you can do is you can put forth the olive branch. You can hope and pray, and maybe sacrifice a small barnyard animal to get the results you want from Shane. But if he's not willing to reciprocate, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe
I'll give him
if
this,
you
to be determined.
to be determined. I think a lot of it might depend on your level of Patreon support. If you manage to up your contributions, I think Shane might come around.
Oh, I would totally be there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He goes on, I enjoyed the Thanksgiving meal selection exercise. The budgetary limitations definitely influenced my decision, as did the photos. Photos were just representative samples. Obviously, in your mind's eye, you should have substituted your own family's special recipe for whatever the photo represents. But hey, if you find inspiration in the photos, thank the internet, because honestly, it was probably the first image Shane found.
It's the only image I found for this.
I anticipate Shane's harsh criticism of my picks. Shane, have you looked at his picks?
So I can say that there has been a lot of discussion about that Thanksgiving
Yeah.
game. I guess I don't know what we would call it. Our March Madness draft
I think it was
picking.
your feast draft. Sure.
Our feast draft, and a lot of our common friends of ours really got into this. And
Ken's the only one who seems interested in actually putting it in a public forum, though.
Yeah, it's strange. His picks were perfectly acceptable. That's
Yeah.
the thing about this. I don't begrudge anybody's picks on this, because you are building your personal perfect Thanksgiving feast, right?
What if he had picked beets?
Oh, then he's dead to me. But I think his wife might have picked beets. But I
Ken,
don't
do you hear how close you came to being dead to him?
I don't cross.
The beets.
I don't cross his wife. She is.
But-
that's a bridge too far.
Yeah.
Adam kind of looks like a beet with that light on his head right now.
I can't see it because I'm looking at the photo. What is it?
He's
look like?
he's got kind of got like a Mike Zimmer look.
He does. Adam, are you also dating an Instagram model?
I didn't know Zimmer was up to that.
You should see his
Oh,
girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
After the show's over, look it up. It's
I can just
amazing.
do it right now. I don't have to
Look
wait.
it up. Your mouth. Yeah, let Jared and I.
Adam's got nothing but time while you and I vamp about Ken. All
We'll
right.
have a little minty.
He doesn't care if he gets fired. Fuck.
he does not care.
He's going
if
to
he
get
gets
fired anyway, and then he's going
Yeah.
to lose his Instagram girlfriend. He's going to, I don't know, he's going to chat up Carol at the Aldi checkout. I don't know what. Anyway, this is Ken's meal for the listeners at home. He got the dark meat turkey for $2. He got the au gratin potatoes for $3. He leveled up, went full on stuffing for $5. Did not get the beets. He's over here in side dish 2 land. He's getting cranberries and cream corn.
Side dish too late.
For dessert, he's taking the cheesecake. And he's got enough left over for both gravy and cornbread. I honestly, I think it's a good spread. It's not the way I went, but I cannot fault it. I think you've got a good mix of. Well, I don't know about a good mix of protein, carbs, and fats. You've got a lot of proteins, a lot of carbs, and some fats. I don't know if it's a good mix though. I mean, really, our only vegetable is the the cream corn. But what did I pick? I picked the mashed potatoes and the cream corn and the I went green bean casserole, which could qualify as a vegetable as well. But
here's the thing: the only outlier on this is the au gratin potatoes, which, by the way, I love. Those are some of my favorite ways to prepare a potato dish. But to me, that does not really seem Thanksgiving to me.
Now, remind me, isn't Ken gluten free?
Yeah, so he's got
and
some
he's getting
issues
stuffing.
Here. Yeah,
interesting choice. Maybe he just lives free on Thanksgiving and accepts the consequences.
He's wrapped up in like a tight little ball of pain until Christmas Eve.
You don't think they make a good gluten-free stuffing?
We'll have to ask him about that.
That's true.
I mean, is there really a good gluten-free? I'm sure they do make a gluten-free stuffing, but is it a good gluten-free stuffing?
Questions.
Very good question. Jared, wrap this sucker up.
We still got 9 minutes of this music bed, and I'm going to use all of it. No, what? No!
We've got to take a break, and then we have got 1 week to prepare for our next foodie feast.
Well, this might be the seltzer nog-talkin, but if you got a little seltzer nog-talkin, make sure you email us at comments@thescopeshow.com. That's how Ken got a hold of us. He proved it works. Call the voicemail line at 612-21-SCOPE. That is 612-217-2673. We want to hear your voices here on the holidays. Although we probably won't hear them until next year because it's the holidays. And this show will be up after the holidays. Well, this will be before. Whatever, you know. You can also hit us up on Facebook or Twitter. Those links are at our website at thescopeshow.com. And if you'd like to see us eat these snacks and watch Adam just sit back for a couple of them because he didn't have them, you can see that on our YouTube channel. There's YouTube. That link is on our also on our website, thescopeshow.com. If you want to support the show, help pay for these snacks every year that we get them. Maybe we'll do some sort of mid-year snack thing if we get enough supporters. Patreon.com/thescopeshow.
I love eating food on this show.
Ken is on there right now, shutting down the site with how much he is contributing to the show.
It's like now we have to do 8 shows a week to keep up
to
with
justify Ken's contributions.
All the money he's pouring into this show.
He's paying enough to actually be a full-time host on the show.
Yeah, I'm going to make an announcement. I'm retiring from my job to only do Scope full-time because now I can afford it. Thanks, Ken.
Thank you. Thanks, Ken. It's the best. Never say a bad word about Ken again.
Salute.
You also can maybe not support the show from Amazon. I don't know. It's scopeshow.com/Amazon. There's an affiliate link there.
I've been doing
Things happen. You click the magic link. It doesn't cost you anything. And through the magic of technology, an Amazon warehouse crumbles and gets destroyed. So you're doing good for the world.
Maybe. Okay, if that's really what happens, maybe you don't have to use that magic link. But
I just think if you can give the workers there a heads up in advance, then do your worst, is what I say. Shane, back to you.
Get 10 more packages, but by the way, a killer tornado coming your way. So you better move.
Or not. You'll never know because your phone is locked up.
Oh, wait. This really took a turn, Adam.
Late stage capitalism is crazy.
All right. Well, I want to thank Carrie for stepping in on this show. I want to thank Adam for doing his best. Jared, you also grade A performance today. And I also want to wish all of you guys the happiest of holidays, no matter what you celebrate. It's been a tough year in a lot of ways, so I hope that we all can share some time with people we care about and forget about some of the bullshit that is coming our way in 2022. Hey-yo! Eek. All right.
Wow.
End that with a huge downer. Hey, more food next week. That's the thing to look forward to. So until then, for Jared, Adam, Carrie, I'm Shane. Back in a week. Bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves once again at the end. I hope you've enjoyed our time together. I know I have. Fear not, Scope faithful. Days shall pass as if they were but a moment. And Jared, Adam, and Shane will return with another thrilling episode. Until then, Send your comments to
With a thumbnail!
comments@thescopeshow.com or leave a voicemail message by dialing
YouTube face.
612-21-SCOPE. That's 612-217-2673.
Thanks for listening, faithful fans. This is Tony Partington saying,
your scope show.
tune in
jokes.
next time to another terrific edition of The Scope.
I guess we're going to get canceled at the end of 2021.
Wow.
It's fine.
No one listens that far. Jared, normally you put some jingle bells, like some sleigh bells jingling in there.
I only have so much time in a day, Shane.
God.